Are you ready to unlock the secrets of mastering anything fast? Forget about spending countless hours struggling to learn a new skill. What if I told you there's a way to accelerate your learning and achieve mastery in record time? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to reveal some game-changing hacks that will revolutionize the way you approach learning and skill acquisition. You've probably heard of the famous 10,000-hour rule, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell. It suggests that to become world-class in any field, you need to put in a whopping 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. But let's be real, who has that kind of time? Unless you're willing to dedicate years of your life to a single pursuit, this approach just isn't practical for most of us. But here's the thing, mastery isn't just about putting in the hours. It's about tapping into your natural inclinations and following your deep desires. As Robert Greene famously said, it's not a question of genetics or luck, but of aligning yourself with what truly stirs you from within. So, if you're itching to learn a new skill or become successful in your chosen field, but don't want to spend an eternity trying to get there, I've got some incredible tips for you. These hacks will help you master anything fast, without the need for endless hours of excruciating practice. Let's dive into our first tip: learn in flow. Have you ever experienced that magical state where time seems to stand still and you're completely immersed in what you're doing? That's what psychologists call flow, or the zone. It's a mental state where you're fully focused, energized, and enjoying the process of whatever activity you're engaged in. Think about when you're playing a video game you love. You're so absorbed in the action that nothing else matters. Your house could be on fire or your kitchen flooding, but you wouldn't even notice. That's the power of flow. It's complete and utter concentration on the task at hand. When you're in a state of flow, learning becomes effortless. Your brain is primed to absorb information and skills at an accelerated rate. So the key is to find ways to enter this state when you're practicing or studying. Create an environment that allows you to focus without distractions. Choose times when you're naturally more alert and energized. And most importantly, engage with material that genuinely excites and challenges you. But flow is just the beginning. Another crucial aspect of rapid mastery is understanding the power of deliberate practice. This isn't about mindlessly repeating the same actions over and over. It's about focused, intentional practice that targets your weaknesses and pushes you just beyond your current abilities. To implement deliberate practice, start by breaking down the skill you want to master into smaller, manageable components. Identify the areas where you struggle the most and create specific exercises to address those weaknesses. Set clear, measurable goals for each practice session and constantly seek feedback, whether from a mentor, a coach, or through self-assessment. Remember, it's not about the quantity of practice, but the quality. 1 hour of deliberate, focused practice can be worth more than 10 hours of unfocused repetition. Now, let's talk about the power of visualization. Many top performers in various fields, from athletes to musicians, swear by this technique. Visualization involves mentally rehearsing the skill you're trying to master, imagining yourself performing it perfectly in vivid detail. When you visualize, your brain actually creates neural pathways similar to those formed when you physically practice. This means you can enhance your skills even when you're not actively engaged in the activity. Spend time each day closing your eyes and mentally running through the motions of your chosen skill. Imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with perfect execution. Another hack for rapid mastery is to leverage the power of technology and online resources. We live in an age where information is more accessible than ever before. Take advantage of online courses, tutorials, and expert interviews. Join forums and communities dedicated to your area of interest. Engage with others who are on the same journey, share experiences, and learn from their successes and failures. But be careful not to fall into the trap of information overload. It's easy to get caught up in endless research and planning without actually taking action. Remember, true mastery comes from doing, not just knowing. One often overlooked aspect of mastering a skill quickly is the importance of rest and recovery. Your brain needs time to consolidate new information and skills. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, as this is when much of the neural processing and memory consolidation occurs. Additionally, don't underestimate the power of taking strategic breaks during your learning sessions. The Pomodoro technique, which involves focused work intervals followed by short breaks, can be incredibly effective for maintaining concentration and preventing burnout. Now, here's a tip that might surprise you. Teach what you're learning to others. Even if you're just starting out, explaining concepts to someone else forces you to organize your thoughts and deepen your understanding. It also helps you identify gaps in your knowledge, guiding your future learning efforts. You don't need to be an expert to start sharing your knowledge. Start a blog, create social media content, or simply explain what you're learning to friends or family members. The act of teaching will accelerate your own mastery in ways you never imagined. Lastly, embrace the power of failure. Too often, we let the fear of making mistakes hold us back from truly pushing our limits. But failure is an essential part of the learning process. Each mistake is an opportunity to gain valuable feedback and refine your approach. Adopt a growth mindset where you view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for improvement rather than indicators of your limitations. Celebrate your failures as much as your successes, knowing that each one brings you closer to mastery. In conclusion, mastering anything fast is not about shortcuts or magical solutions. It's about approaching learning with intention, focus, and smart strategies. By learning in flow, practicing deliberately, visualizing success, leveraging technology, prioritizing rest, teaching others, and embracing failure, you can accelerate your journey to mastery in any field. Remember, the path to mastery is unique for everyone. Experiment with these techniques, find what works best for you, and don't be afraid to adapt your approach as you go. With dedication and the right strategies, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can achieve mastery in your chosen field. So, what are you waiting for? Pick a skill you've always wanted to learn and start applying these hacks today. Your journey to mastery begins now. Who knows? You might just surprise yourself with how fast you can become an expert in something you're passionate about. The power to master anything is within your grasp. It's time to seize it.